Hello everybody, welcome back to the NK Maribor save. I am Coach Leftfoot and it is a pleasure to have you with me for the start of Season 13, I think this is now. And it's incredible that it's been going this long, episode 102. And you'll notice we start on the screen that says you're in the UEFA Champions League group stage. Lo and behold, we finally got it done. We didn't need to qualify at all, and here we are in the group stage draw without playing a playoff game. So what we're going to do in a bit of a weird special episode is, as you can see, we're going to have the group stage draw. Then we're going to have, I'll show you the highlights against Labdob, Drab, Putja, who are back in the Premier League of Slovenia. And we're going to play all the way up until the transfer window closes, and we'll see if anything happens. I'll drop in and out and give you the highlights of anything that happens. But today is, where are we going? I've gone past it. The Champions League group stage draw. So that's what we're going to do first, and then we're going to talk through the transfers that have happened over the summer, and then we're going to do the rest of the transfer window. So without further ado, let's crack on to the draw. We'll go straight into automatic. We'll have a quick look. So we're a third seed. So in our seedings we have Inter, Marseille, Schalke, Celtic, Athletic Club, Ajax and Shakhtar. All the big guys coming out first as usual. So Juventus, Arsenal after they won the league. Cuban Krasnodar won the Russian league, which is quite interesting, beating all the Moscow clubs. Leverkusen we've played before, obviously. Well, that's probably the group we're going to get. Juventus and Bayern. Or Chelsea and Madrid is a big favourite for us. We've played both of those ties as well. We've played both of those guys. We've played Dortmund but not Krasnodar. We've played both of them, I think, and we've played both of them. So here we go. Our group, Athletic Club come out, Arsenal, Milan and Schalke, Madrid, Chelsea and Celtic, PSG, Benfica and Shakhtar, Porto, Atletico Madrid and NK Maribor. I will take that all day. That is wonderful stuff. I'll definitely take that because that gives us two very winnable games there, I think. Obviously, Atletico Madrid are going to be very strong, but yeah, that is, again, gives us a good chance of getting out of that group. There's only 4 teams left. We're going to get Zenit St. Petersburg. So not a very easy tie. It's I was going to say it's a long way to go, but it's not really from Slovenia. It's quite close to Slovenia to Russia. Well, definitely closer than England to Russia. But there we go. There's our draw. Group E, Atletico Madrid, FC Porto, NK Maribor and Zenit St. Petersburg. So a bit of a mixed bag. I think we can beat Porto home and away, if I'm honest. And I think we can get something against Madrid, and I'm hoping we'd beat Zenit home and away as well. So I'm quite confident about that group. Anyway, from there, oh, I didn't mean to click on the squad screen. We will look at the transfers. So we'll start with the outs, and as you can see, once again, quite a lot of people have gone. Borja Alfonso, as we know, I think on the last episode, was moving for 2.1 million. We've sold some youngsters as well. Some people have got on a free. Muset went for 500k. Havlin, the goalkeeper that we got on a free, went for 525k. Didn't really play for us, just got the odd appearance here and there. Happy to cash on in and really give the youngsters a chance as the third choice goalkeeper. Other than that, Gordon Vukajevic, the striker. You probably won't know too much about him. We bought him as one of the guys from Hashtag Split. I think we bought about 3 around that time. We got him for 3 million. He never actually made a competitive appearance for us, and we got 2 million profit for him. Always looked like he was going to have something special, but had some stats that were a little bit poor. So finishing 12 for a striker, not very good. Long shots 11. Passing was pretty poor because I like my attacking players to be like a complete forward. So they need the teamwork, the work rate, and where's off the ball? Oh, he had quite decent off the ball. But yeah, the letting down of the finishing, the passing and the work rate and the teamwork, I was quite happy just to let him go to West Ham. So yeah, we made 5 million off him. Lots of loans going out again. We sold Lucas Tleller for 1.2, possibly rising to 1.6 million. He always did well. He did always do well. In the 2 seasons here, we made a little bit of a loss as well. Started to lose his position as our starting left back. And we've replaced him with someone better, and you'll find out that in a minute. But yeah, it was alright. Dribbling and crossing sort of let him down, but it is very hard. It's notoriously hard in Football Manager, especially this season's Football Manager, to get fullback regens that have good crossing and dribbling. They all seem to be pretty much around 10. They can have all these great mental and physical stats, and then their crossing and dribbling will be around 10, and it's quite hard to find regens that are better than that. But we've cashed in on him, got some money off the wage bill, and yeah, he's gone. Rock Zelko is a bit of a surprise one that I don't think people really saw happening. Yeah, He's moved for 3 million. We bought him for 2.5 million, and he only played 5 times. 6 times in all competitions he played, and he had really only made 1 appearance by the time we'd sold him this season. So I was quite happy to let him go, in all honesty. I think if you think back in the early days, we bought him in as a potential for 200k, sold him for 1.3 to Atletico Madrid. We bought him back for 2.5 and then sold him for 3. So, you know, we've made money off him twice. He isn't the most gifted of people when it comes to technical stats. He was a very good holding midfielder. He did have some good stats as a holding midfielder. Obviously, we played him as a half-back, so passing was a little bit short again. The vision, the concentration. There were some stats lacking, and it's going to give opportunities to other people at the club. But that is the out. We'll move on to the ins, and as you can see, one big money buy at the top of the list. 8.75 million, a new left back in and Landers. Again, a region left back struggling with crossing and dribbling, but it was the potential ability that sold it to me, and the stats he's got as a wing back, other than the crossing, they fit very well. Okay, passing's still a bit low, but generally I'm happy with him. He is better than Clella. He's already been playing for us. He's got a 7.38 in 5 appearances, so he's had a good start to his NK Maribor career, and I think he'll give us a good push in Europe as well. And he is a EU national, which means he's not foreign, so we're not going to be breaking any foreign player rules in the league. For 100k, we bought in Ghibli Diallo. He's back down in the B team, but great potential. Looks like he's got some really good stats as a centre midfielder. Building for the future. Just have to see how that one goes. We bought in Peter Stojanovic, a right back who he's Slovenian, so he counts as homegrown because of his stuff that he used to play for us as well. Was at Zagreb at the beginning of the game, was someone I was always interested in getting in. He's in on a 1-year contract, and he's just a bit of cover really. He's got all right crossing and dribbling, some decent stats around, bit of an experienced player to help tutor some players as well. So happy with him. Football Manager Wonder Kid legend Kuki joins the club. He's 30 years old now in this game. Stats are slightly on the decline, but a good all-rounder, very good up front, can sit in the hole as well. Behind, likes to be a complete forward, which is useful for us, and has started his career pretty well. 6 appearances, 3 goals, 1 assist on a 6.93. He is still playing second fiddle, as you can tell, to Alex Cardos. He's only actually made 1 league start, but yeah, he's doing alright. To be 3 goals from the bench is not bad at all. Next up is Frank Segodo, a left midfielder. Well, we're playing him at left midfield. He can play in the hole as well, but because we don't really use an attack midfielder, he's not going to play there. 25-year-old Ivorian joined on a free transfer from Hull City. I'm very happy with him. I think he's very good. Again, lacking at the crossing, but the fact we're going to play him as an inside forward, he's got some very good stats. Pace is decent, natural fitness is decent, decisions, determination, good teamwork, good technical ability, all right with the passing, first touch is okay. Finishing is a bit poor, but again, 3 appearances so far this season, averaging an 8. He's got 1 goal, 1 assist. Looks like he's going to be a bit of a decent player. After him, Surad Tulak, a youngster, 19 years old, Bosnian, I was about to say, Bosnian. He's in, really good physical stats, mental stats are getting there, technical need a lot of work, but for what, a free transfer that we got him in, it was worth a risk. We actually have bought him in from Celje. He got, sorry, no, he wasn't. He was on loan at Celje, I think. Yeah, he was on loan. We bought him in from Sarajevo. He did alright at Celje last year, played a lot of games for them. He'll be down in the B team this year. We'll see how he gets on. And yeah, I'm not too sure. The assistant manager and scouts raved about his potential. So let's just see how he does. He's back, even though I said we couldn't get him. They lowered their demands, so we got Dino Blazic back in on loan. Could be shrewd. 4 appearances, 1 assist, 7.3 already this season. It's like he never left, to be honest. If he ever actually plays for Man City, I'll be quite amazed, because they seem happy to just keep letting him go out on loan, which is a bit odd. And finally, another centre midfielder, because I love them so much and I like bringing them in. Santiago Lopez has joined from Corinthians in Brazil, and my word does he look good. Unbelievable value for 1.5 million. Had a pretty decent season on loan at Lanús in Argentina the year before. But look at those stats. Passing 17, teamwork 18, work rate, vision, decisions, composure, balance, stamina, strength, jumping reach, agility, corners, free kick taking. He's got the whole package. He's going to be really good for us. We have literally just signed him, so he hasn't had a performance or an appearance yet for us. But yeah, I'm happy with him. And that is the transfer business that we have done this year. Something which is a little bit of a concern. Well, it's down there in big red letters, but yeah, we're slightly, well, we're projected to fail FFP by about £3 million. Now I'm hoping if it gets to it, the board will just interject and give us the money. It's the annoying thing is it's this 36-month period, and if we go back to the transfers and the transfer history, so this year we're actually 4 million in profit. We've lost $1 million with that one, and we spent nearly an extra $1 million in that one, and then we made loads of money. So what's happened is the 36-month period is the end of this season, the last season, and the season before. And they're all the seasons where we haven't really made money. So there might be a big sale coming at some point, and I'm hoping it's not Cardos. I think the board might, you know, if there's a good offer for Cardos, I think the board will interject and just accept it themselves, which would be a bit annoying. People I could let go, even Tlel I could let go. To be honest, Luis Carlos had a few teams sniffing around him, and with the new guy that we've just brought in, I could see Luis Carlos go. I don't really want to, because he's been absolutely amazing for us, but you just never know. You honestly never know with the board and the decisions that have to be made. Lucas Gleesing is another one, because we have Stojanovic and James Bree still at the club, but I'd like to keep Gleesing because, yeah, he's really good. So one of my followers on Twitter asked me to show a photo of him because he's in the future, so there he is. Pause the screen. These are all of his stats. He's just generally very good in Slovenia. I mean, most people are if you're experienced, but yeah, he's done unbelievably well for us. But anyway, I am rambling. We've done the squads, so we'll skip forward to the game, and if anything interesting happens, I shall let you know. So just before we go into the game against Labdob Putja, let's have a quick look at how we've been doing. We are unbeaten in the league. Lots of goals. We've beaten, well, we won the Super Cup again, 3-0, beating Kirkenova Mesto, who got relegated, so I was expecting us to win that. Went on a little tour of China that was pretty successful. We beat Domzale 2-1, Kursko 3-1, Olimpia Ljubljana 3-1, Radomilj 5-2, Selj 1-0, Cooper 3-0, and Tliglav Klanj 5-1. Sam Left Foot got a goal, so we will have a look at it. It was this one here against NK Cooper. He got the third goal in the 71st minute. The ball came into Lovric, he put it into Andronecci, Hamza Begovic round the corner, Left Foot found himself in space, first time volley, in off the goalkeeper, and he got himself another goal, and he is doing pretty well at the moment, which I'm happy about, so we'll leave that game. And yeah, I'm not going to do the Labdob Putja game as a proper game. I'm just going to cut back to when we score, because we're going to score. That was what I had to show you. I've just remembered. I know this episode's a little bit all over the place, but we're up to 11th, so we get one team automatically in the group stages, one team in the best place, qualifying third, and we apparently get one place in the group stage of the Europa League, but I have no idea who that went to. One in the third qualifying round and one in the second qualifying round. All I can tell you is that it went pretty badly for the qualifying rounds. No one else got through, but I'm interested to know who we've got in the group stage of the Europa League. So the Europa League, who did we get in it? Who got in it from us? No. Or is that next year? Maybe it's next year. Or I'm just being an idiot. Or it's probably something like they weren't allowed to be in it because of their stadium. I don't know. If I've missed it and you can see it in there, then let me know, because I feel like I'm being an idiot and I've missed it. I mean, who should get in there? Is it the cup runners-up because we beat them in the cup? This is going to really bug me now. It's going to really bug me. Last season, so Versailles... No, it wouldn't have been Versailles. They're rubbish. Yeah, they got knocked out of the third to Vita de Guames. They're terrible. It must be coming up for next season then. So they got knocked out in the third round to Panathinaikos. Well done, bloody Domzale. And Ljubljana were in the Champions League, and they've been knocked out of that to PS Eindhoven, and they got knocked out to Red Bull Salzburg in the Europa League playoff. So their whole European campaign has gone straight down the toilet. The only other one I can think of is that it's Kirkenova Mesto, because they came runners up in the cup. but it's not them either. I don't know. Something's a little bit awry there because we should. I think that's saying that we should have someone. We should have someone in it now. I don't know. Have you ever come across anything like that before? Definitely says 1 in the group stage, but they're not there. So I don't know. Who knows? Who knows at all? But if we look at the club coefficients, as I said, we're up to 11th. That's this year's. So looking at next year's, 31.7. We are currently scheduled to go ahead of Belgium and Russia and Turkey. So we'll be scraping quite considerably into the top 10. But it does depend on how we do in Europe this year. So hopefully we can get some good results and push us up that leaderboard. We're getting there. We're a long way off the top. And looking at 91 for England. We're a long way off the top. But hopefully we'll get there. Right, now it'll be weird because I'll come back and the next highlight will be hopefully us scoring a goal. So see you in a bit. Okay, so welcome back, and yeah, we have a goal. Luis Carlos, the man involved, lovely 1-2 with Lovric into the feet of Sancho on the left wing. Comes in field, right-footed finish. Past the goalkeeper, 1-0 NK Maribor, and we've only played 11 minutes. And it's now 2-0. Lucas Gleesing with a throw into Hadji, round the corner to Lovric. Dink in, a goalkeeper comes flying out nowhere. Hamza Vagovic, captain for the day, wins the header. He has been in superb form to start this season, and he makes it 2-0. And in a game we've dominated, it is 3-0 in the second half now. Lovely ball into Hamza Vagovic from the right wing and Hadji. Sancho takes it first time on his left foot, pings it into the near post, and it's 3-0, and it is a walk in the park. And it's 4-0 and a surprising goal scorer as Lopez is tackled back to Hamza Vagovic, and Lucas Gleesing with a flying De Canio volley from the edge of the area has made it 4-0 to NK Maribor. And there we go, full time, a 4-0 win. Absolutely superb. Nothing else to say to the lads other than it was really good. Santiago Lopez came on as a second half sub on the 61st minute. Made his debut and did pretty well. Came on for Luis Carlos, who got an assist. But there we go. Played 8, won 8, 426 against 6 points 24. We're already showing our domination in the league, which is very, very nice. I love the fact they losing round to qualify, yet we've only played 8 games in the season. Santiago's made his debut. Sancho catches the eye of 2 goals. It was really good in front of goal. Keep it up. And there's the roundup. So we're doing pretty well. Yeah, I'm not going to do that. And we're going to play it through until the end of the transfer window. Same as that game, really. We'll slice it up if anything interesting happens. Well, because I'm a bit of a loser, I was just having a look around to see who's on free transfer. And there's some weird names. Harrison Reed. Recognise him. Ex-Southampton. Patrick Bamford. Sam Byram. Who else in there? William. Is that ex-Chelsea fullback William? Didn't know. Porto. Brentford. Bloody hell. Played at Porto. He's not too bad, actually. I don't need another right back, especially a non-EU one. Yeah, some interesting names in here. And there was one that I saw that did stand out. And now, am I going to be able to find him again? I mean, Lucas Storr, he used to play for us. He used to be on the NK Maribor books. He did make an appearance. 5 appearances he made in that year. But he obviously didn't make the grade, didn't cut it. I don't know if I've already gone past him. Maybe I have, but there was a bit of a legend, a definite legend was available on a free transfer. I definitely haven't gone past him. I can't see him. Actually, I wonder if he's been signed. I'm just going to show you him. Bradley Dack was on a free transfer. He still is on a free transfer, and he's pretty terrible. Never added. He got 2 caps, so he added to his 1 cap that he got at us. After being on loan at Sale, she moved to Dukla Prague and didn't really do very much. Never really captured the heady days here when he was in his top goal scoring form for us. But what a signing for 4.9 million. Who would have thought it, eh? Who would have thought he would have turned out to be that good? Well, we pretty much dominated that team of the week, didn't we? 10 out of the 11 available spaces. Unbelievable. So right, we have a transfer offer, and it is Sporting Lisbon offering for Juan Tapia, who, he's very, very good, and he's only 19, and they're offering us 11.25 million, which isn't too far off his minimum fee release clause, but I mean, he should eventually get 10 games. He should definitely play 50 games for them. They're not going to win the Europa League. That's a big, big offer for percentage of next sale. I mean, we can accept that one. Edin Gavric. Yeah, you're never going to make our first team, so you can more than happy for you to play 33.5 million. I'm leaning to reject this purely on the basis. I'm willing to, I think, reject it and then I might offer him out to clubs for 15 million. And now the only reason I say that is because in our B team, we have 2 left backs there that are rated 4, possibly 5-star, and I'm pretty sure we have another one who's not too bad. There we go, look, 3, possibly 3.5 stars. So do I give an opportunity to one of the youngsters? I mean, Sud Torlak we bought in, he's the Bosnian, but Zan Schneider, I mean, he looks pretty does look pretty good, and he's 18, and we could call him up to the first team to be our backup. I think I'm going to do that, probably risk pissing Tapia off, but I'm going to reject that offer and say he's a hot prospect for the future. And then he says Wonder Kid. It says Wonder Kid. I can't. Shall I offer him out for? It would cancel out all our financial fair play stuff. Am I gonna do it? Am I gonna do it? Who else? He's only got River Plate and Sporting. I don't think either of those clubs can afford 15 million. So I don't want to put him on the transfer list, but he's going to be offered out for 15 million. His release fee, which could well be an error. There's no offer, so no one wants to pay that extra bit of money for him. And if they don't want to pay it, I'm happy to keep him. So, oh, that has though put Ajax on his radar. So has it put any other people on there? So now Ajax are involved, but we're coming up to deadline day, so we'll have to see how it goes. Although I think there's the Slovenian. When's the deadline day in Europe? Is it September? Was it August? I don't know. We'll find out. We're going to play up until our deadline day anyway. We're going to play up to the Slovenian deadline day. We have paid international. What? No. I'm trying to sell him anyway. We've paid. Oh well, we've got the money. Look, well, we don't because of financial fair play. Well, Luis Carlos is injured, so we're going to leave that to the physio, which means old what's his face, the new signing, Santiago Lopez, is going to be chucked into the first team slightly quicker than I thought he would. Ah, yes, the cup was drawn. If our B team beat NK Celje, which they really shouldn't do, we'll be playing our B team in the next round of the cup. So come on, B team. Come on, B team. How have you done? They got defeated 2-0. Not too bad, really. Not too bad. So we're playing NK Celje in the next round of the cup. Okay, so we are going to take part in deadline day because we're doing it live with you. And there are offers here. FC Nantes make Schneider offer. Now, this is the guy who I just pointed out. So I'm going to say no because he's a hot prospect for the future. But Lucas Gleesing, 3.5 million. He's 29. And that is well over his price. But he is just... oh, he's superb. I'd rather get rid of Brie. I'm going to reject it. That could be foolish. Normally when I do that, he picks up an injury a couple of days later. Mateusz Cesar is in our under-18s and also looks like he's going to be pretty handy, yes. You can go on loan to MK Domzali. That's not a problem. Hopefully you'll be playing him a lot. Yeah, sorry about this episode as well. I know it's been quite cut up and hit and miss and higgledy-piggledy. Torlak is set to move. Yes, you can go. Gavric is set to go as well. And Belizic want Jeric on loan. Urban Jeric. Again, probably not going to make the grade for us. So you can give us, what's his value? 81 again. Give us another 60. Yeah, wonderful. It's a good little way to sell players like that and loans if you're not ever going to use them. Yeah, you secure the loan. Sarah rejects contract offer. Oh, well, you're an idiot. So it still might move on loan. It would just be, won't be a mandatory fee. What am I looking for? I'm looking for someone that I'd never really want to play. So I should probably go, who's out there that's, oh no, I've already got a position. I want nationality. Is there any Slovenian centre-backs that, Leo Ijup. He is experienced and he has played a lot of times for Slovenia. Do you know what? I'm going to get him in. I don't want you to be in, I want you to play. I want you to play. I don't want you to be a staff member. For God's sake. So, transfer deadline day looks like it's just loan central. Unfortunately, I'm not bringing anyone in on deadline day, so it's a pretty slow moving day. I might go for the old Tapia offer again. Let me know down below what you would accept. What would be an acceptable offer? He's not going. Alex Carlos is going absolutely nowhere. I can't sell him if his media description is Wonder Kid. That would just be one of the foolish things I've ever done. I think it would be probably the literally. I don't know what. I'm going to negotiate him a new contract. Okay, minimum fee. let's up that to 30 million. Why not? You're not getting a yearly wage rise. Your existing contract is 7.5, so you can be happy with 8, not 10. You can be happy with 8, not 9. You can be happy with 8. There we go. He's happy with 8. Finalised deal. Exit talks. And that, my friends, is how you do contract negotiations on Football Manager 17. He's a good player. Need another midfielder. Why am I drawn to them? Like a moth to the flame. I am drawn to them. Again. Oh my word. Here we go. Here we go. Sancho. 3.3? Fuck off. People were offering God knows how much. I mean, he's amazing. He is absolutely amazing for us. So, I mean, you're going to have to offer bigger than that. You're going to have to offer at least half of his fee. There we go. The offer has been withdrawn. I don't really want to sell any of my players, but I've still got to worry that someone's going to make an offer now, and the board are going to accept it, and it's going to screw me right over. See, Southampton are back. Sancho, oh, they've upped it from 3.3 to 4. You can give me 11. Oh, they're talking. They're talking. They are. 11. You can give me 11. You can give me 11 million and you're not going to win the Europa League. You're probably not going to win that. So, I'll tell you what. You can give me... I've got players to replace Sancho. You can give me 10.5. No. No, you can give me 10.5. That is the minimum. That is the minimum I'm going to accept. So, there we go. 10.5. In fact, if I go... That's the most I can get with it staying at 10.5. Not made enough progress. Well, that's your fault. That is your fault indeed. I'll tell you, you can give me 10.25. How about that? Lowering in my bargaining chips just as they tell me they don't want him anymore. God, I'm so pathetic. Sancho are back in again. Let's see what they say. They really want him. They've made it. They've made the offer. Ah. Okay, bye. Bye, Jadon. Well... At least that should get us out of financial fair play. Oh, yeah, see you later. See you later, Sancho. You've been a great servant. I know I could have cancelled it at the last minute, but really, when I've signed someone on a free and I get 10.25 million for him, as good as he has been, I mean, I've got cover. I've got Sam left foot. What more do I need? Andre Green, Sam left foot, Segundo, Hadji. That's fine. Kuki can play out there. We've got loads of options. That's fine. Wow. Okay. Well, there we go. Deadline day has passed. And I'm really hoping now that that's taken us out of the financial fair play problems. Yes. Yes. We're fine. We are totally fine. Sold probably... our best left winger. But when you've got Sam left foot waiting in the wings, I mean, what more do you want, really? Crossing 10, dribbling 10, passing 8. He's a superstar. Waiting to happen, this guy. An absolute superstar. Anyway, we are going to leave the episode there. So thank you very much for watching. And it has been higgledy-piggledy, but it's been really good. Let me know what you think about all the transfers down below. What did I make the right decision about Sancho? Have I done the right thing giving Tapia a new contract? But there we go. Thanks very much for watching. I think there's quite a lot for you to comment on if you want to. And again, sorry about the higgledy-piggledy episode, but I've always wanted to do one of these where we do deadline day together. And now I can say I've done it. Thank you very, very much for watching, and I'll chat to you guys in a bit. Cheers.